Okay, so make sure you're logged in and then you move to your EC2 instance. Okay, and then what we are doing is we want to make a snapshot of a volume. Okay, if you don't have a volume, then you can't take any snapshot, because that's the only place you can take a snapshot. It's like you're taking a snapshot of the storage. You are keeping a copy of the storage, right? And right now this is the only one we have. We have about 2 gigabytes of volume. Okay, we can just use this as a practical, and then when you take a snapshot, you will see it actually tells you the snapshot ID. So this volume does not have a snapshot, and that's okay. And this volume is available, it's not in use. Remember, we've deleted our instance, everything. So remember, we got here. Anyways, if you don't have a volume, you can also just create a volume here. Okay, if you don't know how to, you can watch the recent video. So to actually create a snapshot, right click on this volume. Okay, and you see a couple of options. You can create volume, modify. You can also see specifically create snapshot, right? You can delete volume, attach a volume to an instance, just like we did in the last class. So without wasting any time, we want to create a snapshot, okay, of this volume. So click on create snapshot, and when you click on create snapshot this time, so you would see create a snapshot, create a point in time snapshot to back up the data on Amazon EBS volume to Amazon S3. We'll talk about S3 soon. Okay, but this is the volume ID, by the way. That's the name of the volume. Then the availability zone of this volume. Okay, remember, when we create a snapshot, we can decide to move it to another availability zone if we want. Okay, so that's the power of a snapshot. And then you can add the description of your snapshot. You can add a description like snapshot of then maybe the name of the instance of the name of the volume there. Okay, so I can just say snapshot of demo EBS volume, and then maybe you can probably add the date, because you may want to know the date which you actually created the snapshot, right? So as an example, right, so maximum character is 255, so you keep writing, and then you can also add tags. Okay, I don't want to use tags every time for this because it's not necessary, but let me just add tag. Tag is just an extra information about it, something like you can write name, then the value you can just say maybe first snapshot, or you can be more specific, okay, about your snapshot in this case. So you can just write sample snapshot for this company, right? Or snapshot for this time. Then you add the date, just like I added description for the other time. Then click create snapshot. Okay, so this is going to create your snapshot right away, but it's not going to be here right now. So okay, but we've created the snapshot right away. And if you want to see your snapshots, you go to on the sidebar, you see snapshots under Elastic Block Store. So click on snapshots. So this would show you all the snapshots. In this case, we only have one. So as you can see, the snapshot's name, so name sample snapshot, we got this name earlier, right? And the snapshot ID and the snapshot size, the volume is 2 gig. The description, you can see the description of that snapshot. So description always makes sense, so you know what you're doing. So it's still pending. So but since we don't really have anything, it's just 2 gigabytes, so it shouldn't take time. At the beginning, you have a lot of files or stuff inside of the storage. It will take time before it finishes. Okay, and then you see the time, the progress 99 and so on. So maybe by the time you refresh it, it might you can see the progress is now 100. So it's not taking time because we don't really have anything inside the storage. It's just 2 gigabytes, so that's why it's more faster. In the real situations, if it was a lot of files in it, it may take time. Okay, so this is our snapshot we've just created right now, and you can view more details about the snapshot and so on and so forth. So the advantage of this snapshot now is if I right click, you can create a snapshot from a snapshot. You can create a volume from a snapshot. You can create an image. You can launch a copy. Okay, you can do multiple things with this snapshot, right? If you wanted to move this volume to another region, of course, all you just need to do is to just actually create volume from snapshots. You can even recycle it and recover it. Okay, so there are a couple of things you can do here. So what I want to do is to create a volume from this snapshot. So I'll click on the checkbox to check it. Good. Then you can right click on it, or you can go to actions. Then you see create volume from snapshot. So click on it. So this means I want to create a volume from this snapshot. And what I want to do now is, if you scroll down, you can leave everything as is. But if you want to create a volume from a snapshot, you can never reduce the size of the snapshot it was originally. You can only increase it. So for example, let's say it was 8 gig, you wanted to reduce it to 4 gig. That's not possible. You can only increase it. Okay, so everything else is default. So what I want to do now, the advantage of now doing this is that you can move it into a different availability zone, maybe EU-West 1C. Okay, good. And then you can just scroll down and then click create volume. So this is going to create a volume for us. But of course, the volume won't be here. You have to, on the sidebar, you see volumes, just click on it. And then you see that we now have 2 volumes this time around, as you can see. Okay, so you can see we have 2 volumes now. And if you scroll to the right, you see this couple of informations. And the one we just created is the first one. So you can see, because both we have, we created a volume, which from this snapshot, this one in EU-West 1B, right? But we created a snapshot from this volume, rather this second one here, by right clicking and creating snapshots. But from this snapshot now, we created a volume from that snapshot. Okay, just like a copy of that snapshot, but back to a usable way in this case. But we put it in a different region, EU-West 1C, as you can see, right? So this is to tell you that you can change your volume from one region to the other, but you first of all need to create a snapshot to do that. Okay, so you can see we simply have this right in this case, very straightforward. And this is the snapshot ID, that is, it was created from snapshots. Okay, so this is just basically how to create a snapshot and move it into a different availability zone or region in this case.